Hello guys, and welcome to our YouTube channel. It's so amazing to have you back on this channel. I want to believe that you have already subscribed to this channel. If not, I would like to urge you to first of all subscribe to this channel, because we are dishing out a whole lot of value in this channel that will help your gardening and your farming business to thrive and to succeed. In today's video, I want to tackle one problem that a whole lot of farmers who have little space face. Okay, so in our last video, somebody asked a question and say, how can I maximize my little space for gardening purposes? Okay, so the person happens to have a little space and is wondering what and how they can maximize that little space for gardening. And today I want to show you one simple thing that I do in my gardening, because I also have a small space and I use it to grow a whole lot of things. Okay, and when it comes to maximizing the small space or the little space you have for farming, you must be creative. You must think out of the box. Okay, so looking at this space, this is a small space that I have, and currently I am out of space in this garden. Okay, and I want to nurse a few seedlings. Okay, I want to nurse a few seed and grow them, but obviously I do not have any space where I can nurse them. So you are going to see how I'm going to convert under you're going to see how I'm going to convert the under of this my ugu plant and use it to nurse my new seeds. Okay, so watch me as I convert it and use it to nurse my new seeds. So the first thing I'm going to do is to clear up the space. Now you know that nurseries, okay, nurseries needs to be done in a place where they have minimum exposure to sun. Often it is better it is done indoor than outdoor. Okay, but when you cannot do them indoor and you have a garden, you can maximize the space that is under them and use it to nurse your seeds. Okay, so you have seen that I have cleared this place. Instead of building a tent, you see that this my ugu is going to serve as a tent while I nurse my new seed under it. All right, so guys, I have my nursery tray and I have some planting media which I have gotten, which I'm going to use to raise my pepper in a nursery. Okay, so since I have cleared here, so the next thing I'm going to do is to fix in my nursery tray under my ugu shed. Okay, so my ugu will be here and will be enjoying the sunshine that will be coming while my new seedlings is going to be at the bottom here and be getting minimum amount of sun. Okay, so at the same time I am maximizing the space and I'm also growing my ugu and also growing pepper at the same time. So now that I have placed my nursery tray, what I have here is my cocoa pits. Okay, so when it comes to raising your new seed, I always advise that you use a planting media. You can either use a potting soil, or you can use a cocoa pit, or you can use peat moss. Okay, anyone you can get, you can use it to raise or nurse your seed. So now that I have gotten it, the next thing I'm going to do is to fill up my nursery tray with my cocoa pit. Now remember that this cocoa pit have already been dissolved, so in case your own is still in the block form, you know that you have to soak it in water to get it to this stage before you can use it to fill up your planting tray or your nursery tray. So I'm going to go ahead to fill up my nursery tray with my cocoa pit. So guys, watch me as I fill it up. All right, so I am filling up my nursery tray with my cocoa peat. How many minutes? Achọghị m ifilucha ha niile. Alright. Chọrọ ka m filucha ha niile. Chọrọ ka m filucha pọs gị na mmewa. Alright, so I want to experiment between raising my seed with normal soil. I want to experiment raising my seed with compost soil and also raising another portion of the seed with cocoa peat. Okay, so I have filled up my 2 nursery tray or planting trays with compost, and that is nursery tray A with compost and nursery tray B with cocoa peat. Okay, so the next stage is to plant or to sow my pepper seed into the trays and monitor it over a couple of weeks and see which will outperform the other. All right, so if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I urge you to go and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you see how this experiment is going to go in my next video. Okay, you don't want to miss a thing. Okay, click the subscribe button now and ensure that you drop me a comment. Which one is the best way you use to raise your seed? Do you use a compost, or do you use a cocoa peat or a potting soil? Then, aside from that, I hope you have been able to see how I became creative by turning my ugu shed into another space where I can use to raise my seed. So go to your garden and look for spaces that you are not utilizing and be creative about it. Use it for any purpose and make sure you use it to grow more food for yourself and the nation. Thank you. I love you. Make sure you subscribe.